to honor the too often neglected accomplishments of Black Americans in every area of endeavor throughout our history. Here's the funny thing, though. Carter G. Woodson hoped that someday people would no longer celebrate Black History Month. He saw the day when it would no longer be necessary, when finally we would see Black history in America for what it really is, an essential part of American history.
It's important that we take notice to the purpose. Carter G. Woodson echoed what many people had hoped to come to light. And we're going to do that. We're going to continue to do that. All history is important. It is American history. It's part of American history. And it is important for us to open our hearts and minds and remove the sheaths from the eyes and hearts of people that may not understand. So it's very important. So this is the 4th annual gathering. I would like for us to welcome the Executive Director, Pastor David Jones, former Commissioner David Jones, Pace Setter, the Executive Director of My Brother's Keeper, Mr. David Jones.
Well, good evening. I want to thank all of you for coming out to our 4th annual event. And this event is all about our kids and celebrating their academic accomplishments and achievements. I want to take a few moments and do a commercial so that we can get some economic value out of this time. I have a brief video clip that'll tell you a little bit about My Brother's Keeper. Then I'll fill in some holes as it relates to what we're doing locally, and then I will get out of your way.
I want you to know you matter. There's nothing, not a single thing that's more important to the future of America than whether or not young people all across this country can achieve their dreams.
We're the ones to inspire our generation to rise up, take action, and stand for the idea of opportunity for everyone. Not just for the sake of young men like me, but for the sake of America's future.
We're the ones to not give excuses, to not wait for permission to challenge biases. We just do.
We're the ones to act, to bring in gifts and talent.
To make sure America lives up to its grand ideals for our children and our neighbors' children. Because our futures are all tied together. I am my brother's keeper.
We are the ones. I am my brother's keeper. I am my brother's keeper. So you know what you're not my brother's keeper.
And I want you to
Launched the My Brother's Keeper initiative, and its purpose was to address persistent opportunity gaps that are faced by young men of color, including Black Americans, Hispanic Americans, Native Americans, and to ensure that all people can reach their full potential. So what we've been doing here locally with this initiative, we are into our 3rd year moving into this initiative. We create multiple types of platforms. Our main emphasis right now is creating career exposure opportunities. So how do we give young people an opportunity to envision what their future might be? There's a reason why when you talk to most kids in an urban environment, what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you generally hear? Athlete or an entertainer. Why? Because that's what they're exposed to. So what we seek to do is to expose kids to a multitude of career platforms and career opportunities. It's hard for somebody to describe the color red if they've never seen it. There's an old Jewish proverb that says, without a vision, people perish. So we're focusing right now on creating vision for our young people and giving them an opportunity. Here's a brief video clip of what that looks like, and then I'm going to share some more information and get out of your way. Go back, son. I'm not even following what I set up. All right, so here are the goals of My Brother's Keeper. 6 real simple goals. These are life goals. Kids can enter school ready to learn. Kids are reading at grade level by 3rd grade. All data and statistics tell us that from kindergarten to 3rd grade, you are learning to read. From 3rd grade on, you are reading to learn. If our kids can't read at grade level by third grade, their opportunity of academic success is sharply curtailed. Getting kids to graduate from high school, being ready for college. Those of you who are here from higher education institutions, you recognize that it's not just enough for kids to graduate, because kids are graduating, going on the college campuses, still unprepared and ill-equipped to be successful academically. Third is completing secondary education and or training, and I'll talk a lot more about that. Successfully entering the workforce. All of us here who've sent kids off to college, we know that's not the goal, just college. We don't want them coming home living in the basement. We want them to actually get a job. And then finally, reducing violence, providing a second chance for offenders. This is the overall national mission of My Brother's Keeper. Hit me with the next one, son. So, what are some of the things that we're looking at doing in the future? Creating sustainable mentoring platforms, doing a trades career summit. One of the things that we do is we do a youth career summit in partnership with L-Tri-C. Last year we had over 400 kids on the campus of L-Tri-C. I don't know why we did 400 kids. That was insane. But it gave them an opportunity to be exposed to career fields, professional white-collar career fields, and we resourced that with Black and Hispanic professionals. The next thing that we're going to do is partner with our local trade unions and create a trades career summit so they can get exposed to being a carpenter, to being an electrician, to being a plumber. I remember I met a young man, he was 19 years old, he went to LCTI while he was in high school, and in his 12th grade year, he got an internship with one of the local large plumbing companies, and at night, as a region and as a community, on the issues of inclusiveness and equity. Because the reality is this, our prosperity, our success, our growth as a region can only be secured and assured if everybody has an opportunity to prosper, everybody has access to good paying jobs, access to education. If we can't do that, all of our success is like a rubber band. We make progress, but eventually when we have tens of thousands of kids coming out of the educational system, unprepared, uneducated, untrained, that's going to be 30, 40,000 people unprepared to work in the 21st century. What's going to happen to our community? So this is very, very important. All right, son, hit me with the next one. I got a video somewhere along here. So basically what we try to do is we try to create